Yes, good morning. In this chapter, we want to learn about lightning. So, you already understood what is lightning. It is just like a spark, mm, but on a huge scale. And next point, what is the cause of lightning? Lightning is caused by the accumulation of charges in the clouds. You learn the cause also. But you want to know, isn't it? What are charges? How charges are formed in clouds? Hmm? For to understand that in detail, we can learn. I last class I showed some videos also. In that video, you saw uh, when we comb our hair, and that comb can attract paper pieces, isn't it? Mm? And some more activities based on this one balloon and all. Did you see that? Did you observe that? Children,
Yes, ma'am.
did you see? I showed it in the last class, isn't it? Ah, are you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So we want to know what is the phenomenon behind this attraction, isn't it? So we can learn how what make when that person rub the balloon using a cloth piece, or when he rub the balloon on his hair. mm, that balloon can attract the paper pieces. That balloon is repelling from other balloon. So what is the reason for it? How it is behaving like this? Hmm? So for that, we can learn in detail about this. See, just you can see a comb here, isn't it, children? Hmm? So you can see a comb
Yes, ma'am.
here. One small child is combing her hair. After combing the hair, if you take it to the paper pieces, yeah, small papers you can see. If that child take this comb near to these paper pieces, Vaishnavi, what you are expecting to observe?
And sometimes the comb catches those paper pieces.
Okay, comb
It
catches.
attracts.
Yeah, sometimes, most probably. Okay, so what is the reason behind it? So comb is made of which material? Comb is made
Plastic.
of plastic.
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 Okay, here the comb which I took as an example, it is made of plastic. The material it is made of plastic. See children, if we are keeping the comb simply there, can it attract the paper pieces or can it attract anything? Hmm?
No.
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 Okay, it can't do. So we have to rub it. Sorry, we have to comb it, isn't it? Either we can comb the using that comb. Yes, yes. Somebody called me. Can I continue? Okay. So if we using that comb, if we comb our hair properly, that can only attract it. Otherwise, we have to rub that comb with a woolen cloth or any type of cloth. Hmm? So as it is, if we are not touching the comb, the comb is made of plastic. So plastic, as our body in science, you learned in biology. In biology, you learn all our body parts are made of structural and functional unit of our body. What is that?
Cell.
Well,
Cell. Very good, Adikesh. Cell.
Okay.
Okay. So like a wall is made of bricks, isn't it? Small bricks when we are keeping one over the other, and if we are connecting these bricks, we can make a huge wall. These huge walls uh, makes a strong building, isn't it? So what is the basic structure of buildings? What is the basic structure of this school?
Brick.
brick.
Bricks.
In the same way, your body is also made of structural and functional unit. What is the structural and functional unit of your body? What is what we
Cell.
cells?
Cell.
Okay, like cells in our body, like bricks in the building or bricks that makes the wall. In the same way, the atom, the basic particles of all the materials are called atoms. Okay, the basic unit as bricks makes the wall. In the same way, atoms makes the material. Okay, so atom, have you heard about atom? Have you heard about atom, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you heard about. Okay, I am not
ma'am.
going in deep in that. But as cells in your body, as bricks in the walls, in the same way, atoms are present in all the particles, all the objects. So, in comb, here our example, it is comb. Comb is made of plastic. So, that plastic atoms are present in the comb. Understood? Plastic atoms are present in the comb. So, in as cells contain, as body cell contain mitochondria, so many things are present in body cells, isn't it?
Yes.
In the same way, atom of the objects, atom of the particles contain positive and negative charges, protons and electrons. Have you heard about these all words? Protons, electron. How many of you are familiar with these words? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so almost you understood about it, right? Okay, so in atom, whatever the atom is, whatever, is it a Lulu Mall, is it a Dr. Raju's Day International School, or is it a your home, or is it a municipality office? Whatever is the building, bricks are the structural and functional unit, isn't it? In the same way, is the comb is made of plastic material or gold material or iron material? Each type of atoms are made of it, isn't it? Golden comb is made of golden atoms. Iron comb is made of iron atoms. Plastic comb is made of plastic atoms. So in each atom, positive and negative charges are present. Positive and negative charges. Positive charges are called protons. Negative charges are called electrons. One more is there. Can you name that one?
Neutron.
Neutron. Very
Neutron.
good. Very good. Neutrons also are present. Neutrons don't have any charge. They are chargeless atomic particles. Okay. So in the comb, plastic comb, we have protons and neutron, electron, positive and negative charges. So I think you can see it here. Is this one? This is, say in this one, this is the atomic structure of the comb. Just imagine, okay, children, just imagine. So in comb, the plus and negative, positive and negative charges are like this. That means if we are not using comb, if we are not touching the comb, the number of positive charges and number of negative charges are equal. Understood? So how in this one, how many positive charge? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many negative charges are there in the first picture?
Or
4 negative.
4. So 4 positive charge and 4 negative charge. What is the net charge on that particle, on that atom? 4 positive and 4 negative are there. In math, if equal positive integers you learned, right? Integers. So in that, positive integers and negative integers are there. So plus 4 and minus 4. What is the result? What is the net result?
Neutral.
0, isn't it? 4 positive charges cancelled with 4 negative charges. So the net charge is 0. So here you have to understand one very important thing. As in whatever the material it is, atoms are made of it, isn't it? So in atom, number of positive charges and number of negative charges are equal. In all the atoms, number of positive charges and number of negative charges are equal. That means atom is electrically neutral. There is no net charge on atom. Got it? If 10 positive charges are there, there should be 10 negative charges. So atom, which all material it is, what all material it is, the atoms of all the objects, atoms of all the objects are electrically neutral. Okay, electrically neutral. That means there is no charge. There is no charge on any type of atom. Very important point. So the comb, if we are not rubbing with hair or rubbing with cloth, it is electrically neutral. So many atoms are there on the combs, isn't it? So these all atoms are electrically neutral, no charges on it. But when we rub this comb with our hair, or when we rub this comb with a cloth piece, the second here you can see rubbing. Can you see this one rubbing here? When it is rubbing here, what will happen? Sometimes, most probably, the negative charges of one of the objects may flow into the other object. There is a reason for it, why only the negative charges are flowing. Do you have a doubt? Huh? See, electrons. So electrons are moving around the nucleus. Protons are inside the nucleus. Protons which carry positive charges are inside the nucleus. So nucleus is so much attracting that one. Okay, but electrons are revolving around the nucleus in shells. I think in chemistry you maybe learned about this all. So just think. Friend, you are in a classroom. Okay, you are in a classroom. See, if anybody is sitting in the front row, teacher will be standing in front of you, isn't it? So if anybody is doing any mischief by sitting at the front row, teachers can understand it easily, isn't it? So they will catch them easily. So those are sitting in front rows. Those students, those are sitting in the front rows. They are in attraction between the teacher and the student. But those are sitting at the back bench. Some prefer to sit at the back bench only. Why? What is the reason for sitting at the back benches? You are not like that. You always want to sit at the front rows. See, those are sitting at the back bench if they are doing anything. Sometimes a teacher can't note it easily because the distance is more from that, isn't it? So those are sitting at the back benches. If they want to do any mischief, there is a chance. Teachers can't easily note them, isn't it? In the same way, protons are in the nucleus, so nucleus can attract them firmly. But electrons are revolving around the nucleus, so the attraction is less. The attraction between the nucleus and the electrons are less as they are revolving around the nucleus. At that time, it is a chance to flow the electron when that object is rubbed with other object. Okay, just I explained why, if you have doubt, why electrons only will flow to another object during rubbing. I think you are all good student. You don't have any doubt. Huh? Okay, anyhow, it is my duty to explain it. So here in the second picture, children, you can see when we rub the electrically neutral atom, this atom, there is no charge, zero charge, that is rubbed with other electrically neutral object. So there is a chance of flowing electrons from here to here. According to the material of the object, sometimes electron will flow from here to here. Sometimes electron will flow from here to here. This much you understood, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
clear? Okay. So rubbing over. After rubbing, we told electrons will flow from one object to another. So here I am showing the picture after rubbing. Okay. So in the third picture, how many negative charges are there?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So like this atom become 6 negative charge. How many positive charges are there?
4 positive.
4 positive charges. Is it electrically neutral? Is this atom is electrically neutral?
No.
No.
What
No.
is the net charge on it?
Negative.
How much negative?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. In the integers operation, negative 2. Minus 6 and plus 4. What is the net charge? Minus 2. Isn't it? So, before rubbing, that atom is, the net charge is 0. But after rubbing, it becomes minus 2. 2 charges are more, minus 2. Isn't it? So that shows that that object got some charges. Which type of charges it got? Which type of charge it got? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Okay. Okay, negative. So here I am showing the object which got the negative charge. But can you think about the object which loses its charge? See, saying plus 4 and minus 4. Okay, one object atom plus 4 and minus 4. When it is rubbed with other object, it loses its electron. So what it will become? What it will become? Positive. Plus 4. From the minus 4, it lost 2 electrons to the other object. So the negative charges become minus 2. Positive charges, the still plus 4. So what is the net charge after rubbing on it?
2.
Plus 2, isn't it? Positive charge. It will get positive charge. So through rubbing, some objects will get negative charge. Some objects will get positive charge. Understood, children? This much you understood?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you have any doubt regarding these points? If you want, I will repeat it. Is it clear? It is very, very important. It is very, very important because what is the miracle that the after rubbing objects are showing? How it is, how that object get that property? That is what we want to learn. So, after rubbing, the electrically neutral atom of the objects become positive or negative charges. So now you understood how it is getting positive and negative charges. Before rubbing, these all objects are electrically neutral. That means positive and negative charges are equal. But after rubbing, what will happen, Pooja? After rubbing these objects to each other, what will happen?
The negative charges will transfer into the object.
Very good. Negative charges will transfer from one object to another. Those who got negative charge, Lakshmi, which it will become those object which got negative charge that may show which charge?
Negative charge.
Very good. Which lost negative charge that may get Advait, which charge? Oof. Which charge it will get if it loses electron? If it loses electron. So here you check. Here you check. Let me explain once again. See here in the third picture, Advait, can you see the third picture here which I marked it here? Can you see it, Advait? 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 Advait Murali?
Ma'am,
Yes, I am calling you. Okay, is there any other
Ma'am.
Okay, Advait. So the object which loses electron, which charge it may possess? Vaishnavi?
Ma'am, positive charge.
Positive charge. Okay, Advait, listen here. If in the second picture you saw from here to here the electrons are flowing, from this object to the other electrons are flowing. So that object may form like this pattern. Negative charges are more here. Understood, Advait? And Advait Murali? Advait Murali? Okay, so from here, these two electrons passes into here. So here it will become in this picture, that object may lose two negative charge. At first, it was unequal, +4 and, +4 and -4. After rubbing, it will become -2 only. Two negative charges passes to other object. Okay. So Advait Murali. Advait Murali. After rubbing, what will happen to it? Adikesh.
Ma'am,
What will
Ma'am,
happen?
the negative charges will transfer to another object.
Okay, that it is where from where it is moving. What happens to that object?
Ma'am, it lost two. It lost
Very
two
good, very.
negative
It will lose 2 electron. Very good. So what will be the net charge on it? See, +4. Already positive charges are there. The negative charges become 2. So what will be the net charge? +2. +2, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? So that will become positive charge, and those objects which got electron, that will get negative charge. Likewise, charges are formed on the objects. Likewise, due to rubbing, charges are formed on the objects. Is it clear, children?
Yes.
Yes,
So, okay, Sridev. Yeah. What happens when two objects are rubbing to each other?
The electrons will transfer to that other object.
Okay, from one object to another, the electrons will transfer. So what will happen to it, Amin? When electrons when electron transfer from one object to another, what will happen to it?
That object will get positive charge.
Okay, or positive charge, and those objects which got the electron, it may change into negative charge, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Likewise, it becomes charged objects. Okay, if we are not touching any of the objects, it is electrically neutral. But if we rub it, what will happen? That may induce charges on it. Got it? So here, 1 minute. So here, this comb is also get charged and the hair also is getting charged when it is combing over the hair. Isn't it? The plastic comb is also getting charged and hair also is getting charged. In the same way, you can relate these charges in other activities also. In the activity which it is given in the textbook. First activity it is told hang 2 balloons. Isn't it? Hang 2 balloons. What we want to do first? After hanging them, what we want to do? We have to rub each balloon using the cloth piece. Okay, each balloon, and you can read this activity after the class. Okay, let me explain it. So we have to hang 2 balloons near to each other. Then we have to rub each balloon. We need to rub it. After rubbing, when we keep it on hanging, we can see these balloons are repelling. The observation what we can see it is that each balloon will repel from each other. Repulsion, you saw it in the video, isn't it? The same way it may move away from each other. How far we are bringing it near to it, they may move from each other. Okay, so here you have to understand. Before bringing these balloons to each other, what we did?
We rub.
We rubbed it, isn't it? We rubbed both the balloon. So rubbing creates what on the
The negative charge.
charges. Okay, no need to say whether it is positive charge or negative charge. We don't know. Okay, so rubbing makes charges on it. Okay, rubbing induces charges on the objects. So after rubbing each balloon will get charge. Understood? As we are bringing same material objects, isn't it? Balloons. Both the balloons are made of same material. So, same material will get same charge after rubbing, isn't it? They have the same particular characteristics. So, after rubbing, if one balloon gets a negative charge after rubbing with the cloth piece, the other balloon also will get the negative charge because these 2 balloons are of same material. If one balloon is made of rubber and the other balloon is made of golden, we can expect both the balloons, if we are rubbing, it will create different charges. So important, one more point you are learning here. Okay, what is that? What is that important point? What is the important point, Vaishnavi? What is the important point we learn now here?
Ma'am, the material should be of the same kind.
If the objects which are made of same material have same charges after rubbing. Okay, so that is the case. That is why those balloons are repelling in the activity. Second activity, that is also using refiller, isn't it? Refiller, plastic refillers, is it yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, be active. Okay, refiller, we want to rub it, isn't it? The second activity, it is told to rub the pen refill, plastic pen refill with cloth piece, and bring that rubbed refill to another refillers. There also what you can expect. Huh? There also after rubbing in the refillers, charges will be produced. Isn't it? But these, when we are bringing the same object, same material object, so there also you can see some repulsion. It is not coming near to each other. As in the video you saw, balloons are moving away from it. How many of you saw that, observed that in the video? How many of you observed it? Balloons are moving away from it. Okay, got it. So in the same way, refillers, when we are bringing after rubbing to each other, they also may repel from each other. What is the reason? Fadil, what is the reason refillers are moving away from each other? Yes?
And because they are same kind, so same
Charges will be formed after.
same
Very good, very good, very good.
charges will be produced.
Yeah, very good, very good. And so that is the observation, we found it there. Third activity, one more activity it is told in the textbook. What is that? Which all objects to bring it near? Whom I should ask? Lashmi CV, in the third activity, which all object we should bring it together after rubbing? Lashmi, who can say otherwise? Who can say? After balloons experiment, after refillers experiment, which material, which objects we want to bring it near?
And balloon and refiller.
Balloon and refiller, isn't it? Okay, very good, Fadil. So we have to rub each balloon and refiller and we have to bring it near. So there also observation is not given in the textbook. Can you tell me now what can you observe there? What you can observe it there at that time?
Attraction.
Yeah, attraction. As they already, these two objects are rubbed, they are having some charges. Isn't it? Some charges are induced in it. And when we bring balloon and refiller, there is a chance of attraction between them. Yes, Tom Jones, what is the reason? What is the reason of this attraction?
The charges.
Okay, charges. In the first two cases also we are rubbing it. So the objects are getting...
They have same charge first two balloons.
Okay, so what is the here? What is the reason here?
A charge balloon attract a charge refiller.
What is the main point here? What you understood here?
A charge balloon attracts a charge refill.
Okay, that is okay. Say, who can correct him? Who can? He told the point, but it is not the exact point. Who can tell him?
And different charges attracts.
Okay, different charges attracts. Why different charges formed in these all objects?
These
And
are
because
two
they are of
materials.
two types of
Yeah,
material.
Vaishnavi, correct point. They are made of different materials. Tom Jones understood? These object, balloon and the refiller. Balloon is made of rubber and a refiller it is made of plastic. These objects are made of different materials. So in different material, different types of charges are induced, formed. That is what we want to understand. Okay, so rubbing creates charges on objects. Well, how it forms in this year, you no need to learn, but I think you understood because of the flow of electron. Because of the flow of electron, objects are getting charged. Why only negative charges are flowing? Why only negative charges are flowing from one object to another? That also I explained it, no?
Because they are flowing outside the nucleus.
Yeah, revolving, and attraction between the nucleus and the electrons are less than the nucleus and the proton, which carry positive charge. That is the reason. That all okay. So objects will get positive and negative charges. Another point, objects made of same material after rubbing, they will get same charge. Objects of different materials after rubbing, they will get different types of charges. Is it clear? So here we are going to learn about charges. There are two kinds of charges. Pooja, how many types of charges are there?
Two kinds of
Two
charges.
kinds of. Can you tell me which are they? Pooja, can you tell me
Yes.
which are they? Yes, which are they?
Positive charges and negative charges.
Okay, positive charge and negative charge. Okay, and another one, like charges repel. What do you understand from like charges, Adhikesh? Like charge.
Positive charges.
Only positive charges. Like charges means same type of charges. If in what, like balloons, both the balloon repelled, isn't it? In both the balloon, it form one type of charge. Maybe it is positive charge, maybe it is negative charge. If two objects having positive charges come to each other, they will get repelled. If two objects having negative charges come to each other, they may also repel. So like charges means same type of charges. What is the specialty of like charges? What is the specialty of like charges? Like charges, yes children, like charges
Repel.
repel. Unlike charges attract. Like comb and paper, they are unlike, they are of different material, so they may possess different types of charges. As balloon and refiller, they after rubbing, they will produce different types of charges as they are made of different material. So different charges, unlike means different types of positive, different types of charges. Unlike charges attract each other. Another point, objects made of same material have like charges. That means it will repel. Objects made of same materials have like charges. That means it may repel. Objects made of different materials have unlike charges, so it may attract. Here in the picture you can see it here. So one object is possessing positive charge, another also positive charge. If both are made of plastic, it is positive charge. So they may repel, they won't attract each other. See, balloon, negative charge. Cob is also, after rubbing, it will get also negative charge. Like charge. So that is also repel. But here, in this object is having positive charge and the comb is having negative charge. If both is in the same case, you can see there as this one, paper pieces. These all positive charge. So these positive charged paper pieces can attract this negatively charged comb. That means unlike charges attract each other. Unlike charges attract each other. One more point. So objects that get charged by rubbing are called charged objects. What are charged objects? Lynette, what are charged objects?
Objects that get charged by rubbing are called
Charged object. Nivedya Rose, what are charged objects? Okay, here so many students are present, but without videos, so I can't call them. So Advait Murali, what are charged objects?
Object that get charged by rubbing are called charged objects.
Okay, don't forget it. Okay, so we are learning about lightning. How do lightning happens in the nature? Lightning is caused due to the accumulation of charges in the clouds. How the charges are accumulated in clouds? That is what we are going to learn about. So now you understood how charges are produced in objects. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Okay, okay. So next class, we will explain how the charges accumulated in the where clouds. Okay, that leads to the lightning. Okay, children, let me take the attendance.